dress. You need help with something? Pump the gas or something. Order TK1s on that, put confetti on. Catching slip. I keep my so I won't go to alone. Now the fire drill. I got walked in, that's my twin Balenciaga on it. Talking about on the net, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little homie. Having ganger on him. I ain't never hate before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me. Dr. Trench banging on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite cousin. This is not a fire drill. You better know that. Yeah, it's not a fire drill. This the real thing.
I'm Brian. Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. It'll be Orlando off the tip. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Ooh, stolen by Smith. George sets a screen. There's the triple. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Yeah, he was making sure of that one. Jackson with the strong finish.
Pass to Van Arsdale. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Smith. Shot from the wing. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Yeah, he's learned how to absorb contact and get to the free throw line. Smith is strong enough to finish through the bump.
Well, after the Magic traded away Dwight Howard back in 2012, seems like they spent about a decade in limbo, Grant.
That's so true, BA. And once they finally committed to building through the draft, the turnaround was pretty rapid, showing the upside of drafting and developing from the ground up.
Jackson for three. Rebound Boston.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Ben Carroll. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Magic.
Magic ball.
Here's Suggs. Pass to Miller for three. Sinks the tray.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Wow. I mean, Smith Jr. displays some power when he zones it on the rim.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Smith, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. The Celtics with the lead. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Brian, back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
Down low. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
Well, look, you can't sleep on Suggs' athleticism because the second you do, he explodes to the rim.
Now here's Smith. 10 points for him. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Here's Smith. He's got 12. Clock at 6. Another one falls for Boston.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Black. The three. Gets the three to fall.
And Black wants to keep getting better as a shooter. Draining shots like this will certainly help his confidence.
Here's Smith. And yes, it's good. He's 7 for 8 now.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense. I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And stolen by Banchero. Here's Van Arsdale. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over him.
Jabari Smith has been leading the charge for Boston. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. All right, stick around. We'll be 16. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And for the Celtics here, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to love their activity level at the defensive end, racking up those steals.
Yeah, this defensive game plan is working very well, putting constant pressure on the offense and forcing a lot of mistakes.
And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up for Boston. And after this one, they're at home against Philadelphia. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. To the wing, right side. Gonzalez. No good on the 3.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Howard, the screen. Suggs outside. Back to Howard. And it's Howard finishing it off.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Picked by Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Poke loose. To the paint. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Orlando?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Stan, when you compare Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game to his dad's, they are quite a bit different.
Well, his dad was more of a floor general and a penetrating guard, while Junior is more of a volume shooter, especially from outside. Remember, B.A., they played in different eras, so it's not all that surprising. Suggs really coming into his own. It's those passes that make a difference.
Back to Carter from outside the arc, and he buries his first look. These teams just feeling each other out.
Yeah, I love the spirit out there. Already 6 lead exchanges.
Suggs with the bucket.
Well, I like when Suggs takes initiative on offense. These drives to the rim help get him going.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Here's Miller. Boston pulls it in. Wagner, right side. Back to Jackson. Pass to Robinson. Wagner with a screen. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
They're running. And buries the jumper to finish off the break. Robinson's got 7 now in this quarter. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Celtics.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
Pass to Carter from deep. It's hauled in by Isaac. Magic trailed by 4 to the inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
And first time out of the game called for Boston. And 1:01 left to play in the first half. Here's Van Arsdale. No points yet. Inside. Here's Banchero. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
When it comes to attacking the basket, Banchero is one of the most dangerous players in the league.
Suggs outside. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The assist.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. We've got 13 seconds left in the second period. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, and Smith Jr. is rolling right now, showing just how dominant he can be.
Abdul-Jabbar misses. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Celtics out in front, up 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Van Arsdale. He's scoreless. Smith outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots a fadeaway. Orlando with the rebound.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Brian, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he ends up missing both free throws. Boston leading by 4. Nice ball movement by Boston. Smith outside. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. Smith's got 20 points.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Well, it's always a big plus when you have a point guard that can attack the rim like that, put so much pressure on the defense.
The ball's knocked loose. And Caro outside to the middle. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
Smith no good.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Back to Miller. The Magic need to put one up here. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Smith. Pass to Van Arsdale. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Boston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. The Magic making a switch here. And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A switch here. There's a minute 59 left in the third. Black left side. Miller outside. Pass to Isaac. Here's Howard. The rebound by Carter. Boston leading by 6. Jackson outside. Stripped away.
Boston foul. Jackson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Black outside. Pass to Miller. Now Howard. Just 5 on the clock. Soft touch off the glass.
This speaks to how confident Murphy is. Excellent at recognizing when to take these shots.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Wagner, and he banks in the layup. And the Celtics lead by 6.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Carter on the wing. Wagner in the high post. Pass to Jackson. Out to the right wing. There's the steal. Inside. And it's Howard finishing it off.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. And Wagner gets it to go.
Yeah, and showing some force inside. Wagner making sure he gets his.
Black outside. Pass to Howard. Miller outside. Gets it off. And so it's Boston with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build.
38.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. They trail by 6 to the paint. Wagner with a steal. Here's Carter. It's stolen by Howard. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Wagner. And a foul called on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now here's Wagner. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
Magic trail by 6. Suggs with it. Guarded now by George. Howard.
Oh, eager to make a defensive impact. Smith gets after it to find the denial.
And it's Van Arsdale missing. Here's Orlando. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Howard in the high post. 5 on the clock. Orlando moving the ball around. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And coming down the stretch, both teams still playing fantastic offense.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Ben Carroll left side. 6 to shoot. Smith with it. Now guarded by Isaac. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
And we've got a timeout from Jamal Mosley, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamal Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam.
Boston foul. Dick Van Arsdale. First personal foul. First team foul.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Jackson, the screen. Suggs with it. Wagner picks him up.
On defense, Ben Carroll has a lot of good physical attributes, which help him create pressure. Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Here's Wagner. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
Boston trailing. Now Ben Carroll. Outside George. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Timeout called, Celtics. So both Both teams changing it up here. And here's Suggs. Here's Miller. Puts up the tray. Suggs outside. Fires away from outside. Yes, sir! From way outside.
Well, he's got that clutch in him. Suggs digging deep when they needed it.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First free throw is good. And that narrows the lead down to just 3. Smith hits them both.
Well, this is what he does. When you need him to come through, he answers the call.
And stolen by Banchero. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard. And stolen by Jackson. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Black with it. Now Miller. Jackson outside. Now Miller. Shot clock at 5.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
Smith. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
When you need a hoop,
Smith. Oh, he packs it down.
that is incredible.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. George sets a screen. George. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
Here's Suggs. Ooh, stolen by Smith. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Banchero. Oh, he jammed it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience.
Oh, are you kidding me?
My goodness.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Smith outside. All sorts of time. Oh, it's off. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page.
Into the Magic, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we'll be back right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game. Here we go. The first free throw is good.
First team foul.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. So it's Boston now. Jabari Smith. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Oh, deflected. Now Banchero. Yes, Banchero fighting for 2.
Well, one thing that sets Banchero apart is his body control. The contact never breaks his rhythm.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Now Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From 10 feet out. Banchero pulls it down.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
Just over a minute into overtime here. Jabari Smith. It's money from deep.
Well, we talk about icing his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Off on the layup. Boston leading by 3. And Carroll fires. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. Here's Smith. 4 on the clock. Now George. From deep. The triple drops.
And late in that shot clock, George bailing this possession out.
Black outside. Suggs surveys the D. Now Miller. Ooh, they pick off the pass. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. Jabari Smith. Oh, off target from downtown.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Now here's Black. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And now we've got an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Orlando calls timeout. They're behind by 6. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Here's Bradley. Black outside. Stolen. So we see Boston get the win here. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And B.A., I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought. But when they went into overtime, they really poured the gas on the fire.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
才从八方来，我们这脖子上喜欢挂玉牌，香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌。虔诚拜三拜，钱包里面多几百。易的是，难的是等。来财，来财，来财，来财，来，哎，中指力滚力对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手说了斋。这一把愿花钱交朋友，卖艺高人胆大，让他回馈下社会先，摸到那顶皇冠后，找你做事人太多，事情两袖清风做，一阴一阳只为到紫气东来，明码标价的那些物非黑即白，若上颁奖台切莫张灯结彩，八仙桌的收尾少不了翁菜。上北下南，左西右东，东南东北，西北西南，步步高升，八方来财，四海为家，家兴旺，百事可乐，千事吉祥，万事如意，顺风顺水，天道酬勤，鹏程万里。你不给你表示了吗？啊，我们这脖子上喜欢挂玉牌，香炉供台上摆，长大才开白黄牌。虔诚拜三拜，钱包里面多几百。易的是。难的是等，来财，来财，来财，来财，来，哎，中指力滚力对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手说了斋。才从八方来。
Do you hear me calling? Me no way, no drive. Do you hear me calling? Do you hear me calling? Me no way, I just want you, my darling. Break away and make a way to make it. Love the way you looking when you treat your heart just like a. I kissed. Got to be joking. Where in the did you think you were going? Folding and packing your clothes like you ain't know I was gonna unfold it. Full of your emotion. Beautiful, heaven so woman. You don't know, let me in your heart. Don't you dare forget me. I'm your fan, yo. Posters on my walls inside my head. Yeah, yeah. I'm your fan, yo. Posters on my walls inside my head. We no one, no drama. Not a fighter or lover. Do you hear me calling? Do you hear me calling? We no one, no drama. I just want you, my darling. You drive me insane, no girl make me feel this way.